Today stand tight, no tight, 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 tight. You see, people don't know the history of some people. After operating criminally and fraudulently for years.
Hello my family, welcome again to Direct TV, bringing you the truth. Welcome guys to this special wonderful episode of my video today. Alright, in today's video guys, I'm here with the man of God, Pastor Paul Enenche and Pastor Adeboye. And guys, you see, I came across this video where Pastor Paul Enenche was, talking about the man of God, or let me not say the man of God, because this video, he didn't actually refer it to Abel Damina, or he did not mention his name, but people are saying that Paul Enenche called Pastor Dr. Abel Damina a thief. So I would like you to listen to first of all the video and understand what he said in the video, and I'll be right back with another video from Pastor Adeboye concerning what he said. But listen to this guys, I'll be right back. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Watch this.
There was someone that everybody celebrated. This man is great, this man is doing great exploit. Next thing, he carried the person. This one is bad, Adeboye is bad, this one is bad, everybody is bad. One tiny boy carries a Bible, the Bible that these people carried before he was born. Just be talking. The worst thing that can happen to you is to be alive and you have lost relevance. You are outdated in your lifetime. These people have had durable, consistent life of impact with notorious character. And here you are, a characterless entity. There are people we know today who are preaching against tithe, who didn't, their own wasn't. That is church money straight. That we know. That we know. Somebody told me about one of these people went to Lagos to preach in a church, told everybody to raise offering, sacrifice. They gave it. He carried all in his car. The driver taking him to the airport, he branched straight into the supermarket with the money he carried straight from where he raised the offering to buy it that has not been counted. Money of people that they brought as sacrifice on the altar, carried it as his own, that the sacrifice is for him. Went straight to the supermarket, is buying things from it, and left. Today stand tight, no tight, 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 tight. You see, people don't know the history of some people. After operating criminally and fraudulently for years.
Alright my family, there you have it with Pastor Paul Enenche. You see, this is a video that people actually said Paul Enenche was referring to Dr. Abel Damina, calling him a thief, you see. And one of the things that I usually don't like is when men of God fight like this, it doesn't show anything. And I'm even always more concerned about their members, you see, because your members are learning from you. But this video doesn't show that Paul Enenche was actually calling Abel Damina a thief. Alright, because he did mention somebody. You can even see as it's being written there, you see. But anyways, what I would say is this: Dr. Abel Damina is special in his own way, but calling out ministers and insulting them is what is wrong with some of the things he does, you see. I'd like you to listen to Pastor Adeboye, and I'll be right back on what he said about this one, Dr. Abel Damina. Watch this.
Beware of every wind of doctrine. All manners of doctrines now going around to deceive, to recapture for the devil those whom God had already saved. Can you ever believe that a preacher can stand up on the pulpit and tell the congregation that the greatest problems in the Bible are Moses and Elijah? They said that people like me, who tells you to take heed? They said, we have not studied Paul. I studied Paul more than these people who begin to tell us that if I had studied Paul, I would have known that he's an apostle of grace, and therefore I wouldn't be talking what I'm talking. I studied Paul. And so I'm going to talk to you from what Paul, the one they claim as their source, from what Paul said. I won't even touch any other apostle. There are so many preachers now all over the world telling you that since you are saved by grace, which is true, that you can now do whatever you like, that you will still make it to heaven. So I want to talk to you tonight. Serious talk. Father to children. Because whether the devil likes it or not, because of what you are going to hear tonight and what you are going to do tonight, I will see you in heaven. I studied Paul because when I became born again, I studied certain characters in the Bible. And one of the people I studied was Paul. Why? Number one, Paul was an academician. And I'm coming from the academic world. He has a PhD in law. There's a lot of relationship between law and mathematics. We deal in logic. I studied Paul because I wanted to become like him. And he is the one who said, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24 to 27. He says, you want to stay on the rock? Keep your body under subjection. That's what Paul says. You can't claim that you are born again and then continue to do whatever your flesh wants to do. No way. Oh, they tell me Jesus paid it all. I agree. But the same Apostle Paul said in Romans chapter 12 from verse 1 to 2, Romans 12, 1 to 2, he said you have to present your body a living sacrifice to God. You are now on the rock. No more rottenness. The same Apostle Paul warned us in Ephesians chapter 4 from verse 14 to 31. Please read it, write it down, read when you get home. Ephesians 4 from verse 14 to 31, he says, hey, beware of every wind of doctrine. All manners of doctrines now going around to deceive, to recapture for the devil those whom God had already saved. Can you ever believe that a preacher can stand up on the pulpit and tell the congregation that the greatest problems in the Bible are Moses and Elijah? Moses and Elijah, they were problematic. Oh, they were the only two people who came to talk to Jesus on the Mount of Transfiguration. You call those people problematic? It is Paul who said in Romans chapter 6 from verse 1 to 2, Romans 6, 1 to 2, he said, shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? What was the answer? Don't let anybody deceive you. Anybody who tells you that once you are born again, you can continue to lie, that it doesn't matter. You can continue to cheat, that it doesn't matter. That you can continue to fornicate, that it doesn't matter. It's an agent of the devil. Quote me.
Alright, my family, there you have it with Pastor Adeboye. There's so much wisdom in his words, so much wisdom. You know, he didn't just talk mere talk, like, start and complaining why this is being said, why this one is being said. He brought his explanation right from the scriptures. You see, right from the scriptures. And this is exactly what I always say. You see, Dr. Abel Damina, when he's explaining, all right, sometimes he explain and people disagree with him, you see, but I don't want to talk about that side. But what I want you to know is that if you're born again, you see, don't go back to your old ways. You can lose your salvation. Yes, it's the truth. You can lose your salvation. So you can't go back to your old ways when you die doing the wrong things. Otherwise, why would we have to do the things that we are doing as children of God? Why would you have to? So if you go in that wrong way and you die, you go to hell. So it's important that you know this truth, that when you're born again, you're going to live your life for God. You don't let your flesh control you anymore. Anyways, I believe you are blessed in today's video, and I want to look forward to seeing my next video, guys. But for those of you coming very new to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe, and then like today's video, guys. See my next video. Bye.